In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Friends, countrymen, internetonians, lend me your ear. Allow me to take you into the wild blue yonder, into the unknown, into the great abyss, where we endeavor to learn things, peel back the layers of the onion to get to the meaty center of all things unknown, and make the unknown knowable, make the hidden revealed. That's what we do here. We study like teenagers at a math quiz. Nose to the book, ear to the grindstone, ready to learn. How about you? How are you? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and this is Untethered Live, the deep end Bible study on a Monday night. Hey, we got somebody already. Robert, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. How are you doing? How you doing? No, how you doing? I could have felt better how I tried to come on him, but he moved away from me. Leon Sphinx? No? Just me? Okay. Darn thing wouldn't load. I hate it when that happens. Well, it's loading now, buddy, and we're ready to roll. We're here. We're ready to have a good time. So, I'm just going to chit-chat with you for a minute. Hey, Caucasian, what's up, buddy? I read that and didn't even realize it was you I was reading. I thought I was reading Bubby Watts. How are you? I'm glad you're here. I missed you last night. You're my last short. Short? I'm your last short? Well, congratulations. Robert says, it's pretty good. College is annoying. Can't be able to catch a stream because I'd already be asleep. Excuse me. Couldn't catch a stream because you'd be asleep if you were in college. Is that what you're saying? Is this a for instance or are you in college? I'm confused. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's okay. I don't have to know. I'm glad you're communing with how you like my fish. You know, it's October, and I'm not into evil things, and I don't really care for jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that, so you get a fish. Yep, I was a guest on Captain Curmudgeon. It's a weekly. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So you're saying that you used one of my Jakeisms as a short? That's what you were getting at? Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm in college. Stuff is just tiresome, and I just want to relax most of the time. I'm done for the day. Well, you know, Gentile fish, is that what that says? How do you know it's not a Jew fish? Why you gotta be racist? Anyway, don't you know that you're in college, my friend? You should be drunk right now. Or, you know, taking a handful of pills you have no idea where they came from. At the very least, you should be dating a girl named Candy who you met at some party last week. You know, college. That's what I did in college. What are you studying, by the way? Just curious. If whatever you're studying ends with the word studies, I'm sorry, you've wasted your money. It's a, delicacy. It's not Friday yet. I drink responsibly. Oh, you're an adult in college. I see. There's a difference there. It's a small difference, but a difference nonetheless. I understand. You're one of those people who should have went to college 20 years ago, but are making up for it now. So you're actually there to like study and stuff. I got you. Arg. Well, when I was in college, there was none of that studying going on. I was partying my tail off. And I managed to make okay grades, but, you know, most of all, it was about drinking and getting laid. I got this. I'll be drunk for all of us. You're the man. Way to step on that grenade, Sasquatch. Oh, no, I'm only in my 20s. Oh, wow, that's terrible. So you're not an adult going to college. You're a young person going to college who drinks responsibly. Have you seen a doctor? Or is everything... Blink if you need help. I'm just ribbing you, man. You're doing a good thing. You keep your nose in that book and you learn all you can learn. That's what you should be doing. And congratulations for not being a loser like me. I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't get upset. Definitely get that check, says Caucasian. Yes, something's wrong here. Jake, my eyes hurt now. I bet they do if you've been studying all day. I remember those days. It wasn't that long ago. About 20 years or so. 22 years. Jesus Christ, I'm old. I got you. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a rough time. I wouldn't rib you if I didn't like you. And I'm quite impressed that you're in college and doing so well. But what are you studying? I forgot to ask that a second time. I'm interested. Genuinely. I'm not going to pick on you about it. Unless whatever you're studying ends with studies, and then you're never going to hear the end of it. Where's nice guy? I don't know. Unless I'm talking to him, I have no idea. Hadn't seen him in a couple days. I'm sure lurking somewhere, telling someone what a nice guy he is, obviously. Oh, yeah. I'm studying digital media, which is like Photoshop, video edit. Hey, that's excellent. You can make money doing that. Heck, I could use you here on this show. I might even hire you without a degree. If you're any good at it. Hey, buddy, I'm that asshat that didn't go to college. but read my sister's textbooks. Yeah, I was doing that in kindergarten. As long as he's thumbs up. I accept amateur effort. I'll accept amateur effort. Yes. Amateurs can do some great stuff. Look at Bill Gates. He dropped out of college, you know. As a matter of fact, I think the top 5 richest people in the world are all college dropouts. I'm pretty sure. I know Bill Gates is. I know that Steve Jobs was. I think Warren Buffett was. I might be wrong about him. And a couple other people. I know that Elon Musk was. College dropout. So college don't make the man. It's a good foot in the door, but it really ain't worth $100,000. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, that's the one. I couldn't think of the other guys, but yeah, he's also a college dropout. What makes a good man? Here's what you need to do if you want to succeed in life. Start a business, because the only thing school is going to teach you is how to be a good employee. But if you want to be a outgoing person, you need to be doing the job, not working for the man who does the job. I have an idea for a channel. It's minimum effort and absolutely monetizable, but I'm unsure of what the long-term payout would be. Okay, well, if you're telling me, I'm assuming you want my help. So, if not, then I'll just listen while you talk. But clarify up front, because I'm always down to make some money. You don't have to worry about me stealing your idea, because I'm much too lazy for that. It's the comforting things in life. I can make 3. Give each of us 1 with different niches. Shows, you mean? I hear you. However you see it. I'm down. I'm about building a community. And I'm about including my friends. So, Bubby Watts, you decide you want to work in the business, let me know. It won't be a great job, but it'll be one. I just need some compelling visuals. Well, there's the man right there to talk to. He's the visual guy. He's working on Photoshop, video editing, and that sort of thing. Which I do, but I do as a matter of utility. Like, I have to come up with things for my channel, like backgrounds and lower thirds and visual effects and things like that. So I have to figure out how to do those things, and that's as far as I go into it. And I'm not a master at any of it. But I need somebody that can turn out stuff left and right, like thumbnails and all the graphics that I want to do and things like that, intros and stuff. I'm just not that kind of creative. This is generally hands-off. It should clock view time as a matter of course. That's word salad. That sentence meant nothing. Yeah, and I'm kind of a beginner. So over time, I will get better. I hear you, brother. I can't Photoshop. I can, but just a little. I mean, I know what some of the tools do, but a lot of it's a mystery to me, you know. Some of the more complicated things that people do, I don't know how to do that stuff. But I know some of the basics. Anyway, today we are in the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 32. And that's what we're going to do this afternoon. And I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else is going to show up. Check out my channel, brother. Tell me what's wrong. Are you talking to me? I can do that. Anyway, it'll have to be after the show. I'm done requesting help. Dude, I've never heard you say I need help. There's Kevin Cox. I knew you'd be here sooner or later. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the show. We can get started now. Where's my April at? There she is. Hey. Hello, everyone. Love you all. I'm typing badly. Well, that's okay. I'm talking badly. All right. We got a party now. The book of Genesis is where we are. Chapter 32, verse 32 on your reading. Or you're reading it wrong. That's entirely possible. I can barely see the text, and I'm blind to start with, and not very intelligent. So it's very possible that I'm reading it wrong. Hello, April and Kevin. Let's go down, shall we? And open up the book. That's where we're beginning today. If you got your Bibles handy, crack them open and join and read along, shall you? Last we heard, Jacob had popped out a bunch of babies with his 4 hotties and has made his way out and on his way home, and now has come in contact with his brother Esau. Now they're heading towards each other. Esau coming with a band of 400 men behind him, and Jacob with all his flock and his family broke into 2, so that if Esau decides to attack, that half of them can survive. So there's 2 bands of Jacob and 400 people coming with Esau. This stands to be quite the standoff, possibly. Or Esau's just really happy to see his brother, and he brought everybody to show his brother off to. Who knows? It could go either way at this moment. Remember the last time Esau saw Jacob, which was when they were children, he swore to kill him if he ever saw him again. So that's what's in Jacob's mind. Jacob has 11 of the 12 children that he will eventually have. Male children. He did have some daughters, but we're talking about the tribes, the heads of the tribes. He's got 11 of them. And it goes like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew that shrank. Now, there's a part I forgot to mention. Jacob also wrestled with God during one evening and nearly won the fight because of his stubbornness and his unwillingness to let go. And God said, let go, let go, let go. And Jacob said, no, 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 no. And God said, all right, I have to cheat. I'm going to break your hip and get out of here. So that's what happened. He touched his thigh and apparently shrank the sinew in his thigh, that's the tendons in his thigh, to where he could no longer walk on that leg. So he limped around for the rest of his life because of that encounter. And that's what they're talking about now. And because of that event, the children of Israel, which are the 12 children of Jacob and all of their descendants, do not eat the sinew. They eat all the other meat, but they won't eat the tendons, which is kind of grisly and hard to eat anyway. But it's a good story, so I think they're sticking with it. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. And he divided the children unto Leah and unto Rachel and unto the 2 handmaids. That's 4 kids each, by the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 6. That's 3 kids each, by the way. and math. What a wonderful drug. And he put the handmaids and their children foremost. Put them up front. I guess he's worried about them the least. And Leah and her children in the rear. And Rachel and Joseph in the back. Because he loved Rachel. He wanted to protect her the most, I guess. And he passed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. He's walking and bowing as he walks towards his brother. Trying to really show submissiveness here. Now, he really don't want to fight his brother. And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept together. Esau missed his brother. Isn't that beautiful? Jacob worried about dying, and Esau just wanted to give him a big old kiss on the cheek. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the woman and the children and said, who are those with thee? And he said, the children which God hath graciously given thy servant. Then the handmaidens came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves, still being overly cautious because they don't know what to expect. Esau has not said, well, I'm not going to kill you. So they just don't know yet. And Leah also with her children came near and bowed themselves, and after came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. And he said, what meanest thou by all this drove which I met? And he said, these are to find grace in thy sight, my Lord, or in the sight of my Lord, meaning him. In other words, I was really hoping you would take all these presents and not kill me. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep that thou hast unto thyself. And Jacob said, nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face, as though I had seen the face of God, and thou wast pleased with me. Translation, I've seen your face, and I know that you're happy to see me, so whew, dodged a bullet there. Please take these animals, because I did you wrong in the past, and I really feel guilty about it, so please take these animals. Take, I pray thee, my blessing that is brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, so Esau took the gift. And he said, let us take our joy, and let us go, and I will go before thee. And he said unto him, my Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and the herds with young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on softly, according as the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure until I come unto my Lord in Seir. In other words, go ahead of me, we'll catch up. It's a long roundabout way of saying that. I got to move slow because I got a bunch of children and animals here, so, go ahead. And Esau said, let me now leave with thee some of the folks that are with me. And he said, what needeth it? Why would you do that? Why do you need to leave your men with me? Quit being paranoid, Jacob, and accept your brother's gift. Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. So Esau returned that day on his way unto Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, and built him an house, and made booths for his cattle. Therefore, the name of the place is called Succoth. Yeah, we got that. Then Jacob came to Shalem, which means peace, a city of Shechem. Shalem, or Salem, if you're English, which is in the land of Canaan. That's his father's land. When he came from Padanaram, and pitched his tent before the city. So he's been here before. Remember, all those years ago, 20 years ago, when he journeyed out of the land of Canaan to go and meet his wife Rachel, he intended to go pick her up and come back home. Well, that's where he pitched his tent when he was heading out of town. So he's made his way all the way back, finally, to that place again where he pitched his tent, coming home 20 years later. Apparently, wife shopping takes a while in those parts. And he bought a parcel of a field where he had spread his tent at the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. What money? Whose money? Don't know about any money. What money are you referring to? Could it be a shekel in Shechem? A shekel in Shechem? I don't think so. Go to Shalem. And he erected there an altar and called it Elohe Israel, which means God be with us while we wrestle. That's weird, but that's what it means. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. She's a feminist, you see. So she had to go meet with all the other girls. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and laid with her and defiled her. Asshole. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel. You mean after you raped her? Well, that's nice. At least you speak sweetly after you did it. Are you going to marry that girl? Are you going to buy the farm now that you played with the cow? I wonder. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. You know, I'm gonna handle this, but I'm gonna wait for my boys. Have you met my boys? They're the big ones in the back. You know, those really tall boys, big old boys, cornbread fed boys. They look like they came out of Georgia. Yeah, those are my sons, and I'm waiting on them. So we'll handle this in a minute. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. What rape? I don't know anything about a rape. Where's your daughter? And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it. And the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel in lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. Now, I'm a man of the South, and I can tell you that this thing ought not to be done. We value our little bells, and we don't like it when men come and defile our daughters, and you're about to find out what happens when that happens. And Hamor communed with them, saying, The soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her him to wife. And make ye marriages with us, and give us your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. Oh, remember what Jacob's father had told him. Isaac told him, Don't take a wife out of the land of Canaan. Marry so-and-so who's related to you. Remember that? That whole spiel? Yachai. Remember that? Well, they're not supposed to marry the Canaanites, which means that this man who took this girl committed a mortal sin unto that family. If she were to get pregnant, that's the ruination of that bloodline right there. It's no longer pure, and that's not what they wanted. So he did more than just take her. He took her destiny, which is very bad. But now, this man is bartering with Jacob to trade daughters and marry into each other's family, which is not to be done according to Jacob's father. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give. I missed the line. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get your possessions therein. In other words, move to Canaan and bring your money with you. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give thee. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me. But give me the damsel to wife. Well, see, here's the thing. You've already got the goods, so to speak. You defiled this young lady, and now you're going to try to buy her by saying, I'll pay more than she's worth, but let me end up with her as a wife because you decided you liked her. Women do have agency in this world. I'll try that, Caucasian. Oh, women do have agency in this world, but they're leaving her no agency. They're making this deal without her blessing. But I don't think that the brothers of Dinah are very keen on this whole thing because, you know, these people are not circumcised. And they also are Canaanite, which is against the family to marry into them. But the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully and said, because he had defiled Dinah, their sister, and they said unto them, we cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that we're a reproach unto us. In other words, it's a sin to marry into to your kind. You're uncircumcised and you're Canaanite. We've been forbidden to do this thing. We can't do it. But in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised, then we will give you our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters unto us. Now, keep in mind, this is the little brothers that are talking, not Jacob, and they're being deceitful. They're stringing this guy along. But what he said was, it's a sin for us to marry into your family because you're uncircumcised. But if you get circumcised, we'll do it. We'll give you the daughter that you ask for, and we'll marry some of your daughters, thus giving you access to our money. See how this works? It's not going to work out that way. Watch and see what happens. And we will take your daughters unto us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people, says the little brothers. But if you will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter, and we will be gone. Huh. And the man said, what, circumcised again? You want us to do what now? Oh. Well, let's think about this for a minute. Is there anything else we can know? You got to have that? Okay, I got to talk to my boys. Let's see what we could come up with. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. Now the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter. And he was more honorable than all the house of his father. The guy that raped the girl is the most honorable of that group. Does that tell you anything about this people that we're talking about? He is the most honorable. So he deferred not to do the thing. In other words, he went straight ahead and snipped the tip of his penis off. And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came unto the gate of their city and communed with the men of their city, saying, these men are peaceable with us. Therefore let them dwell in the land, and trade therein, for the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters unto us to wives, for wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us, to be one people, only if every male be circumcised. And they said, you want us to do what now? As they are circumcised. Shall not their cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours? Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us. You see what's happening here? These brothers have convinced this whole family to circumcise themselves. They are not 8 days old. They're full-grown men. This will be quite painful, and for quite a while. It takes about 3 weeks for that to heal. So for 3 weeks, they're going to be walking around on their tippy toes, if you know what I'm saying, and grunting and groaning every step of the way. It's going to hurt, is what I'm telling you. And they're going to do it because they think that Jacob is rich. He's got all kinds of cattle and maidservants and menservants and silver and gold, and he's just increased as he's come along. And they think they're going to get some of those riches. They think that by offering up their daughters, they're going to marry into this family and have access to that money. That's what they think. So it's a little bit deceptive on their part, but they've already been deceived and don't know it, because they have no intentions of marrying into this family or letting them get their grubby paws on their sister. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem his son hearkened all that went out of the gate of the city, and every male was circumcised. All that went out of the gate of his city. That's everybody in that city got circumcised. All of them, full grown, fully skinned people. No longer. Snip, every one of them. So you've got an entire city in agonizing pain right now. Every one of them not wanting to come out and greet the day, if you know what I'm saying. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that the two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all of the males, killed every one of them. Yes, sir, that's what they had in mind. Teach you to rape our daughter or our sister. He let them stay circumcised for 3 days of agonizing pain, and then they killed them all with swords, every man in that city. 2 brothers. That tells you how big those brothers are. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out. So a whole city of angry wives. Yep. Where you think those wives are going to end up, by the way? And the sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sister. So not only did they not get the riches, but they lost all of their riches too. So not only are those women angry, but now they're poor. I'm sure they didn't want to look at it. They didn't want to have it at that moment. I promise you, that's painful. Wife squatch might fight for my tiny snip. Well, if you raped a girl, she might not. They took their sheep, and they took their oxen and their asses, and that which was in the city, and that which was in the field, and all their wealth, and all their children, and all their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. They took everything. So now they are doubly rich, and they have a whole group of captives with them that will become wives and maidservants and whatever eventually. Keep in mind, in those days, slavery was tantamount to indentured servitude. It's not what we think of as slavery in our modern view of it. It's a different thing back then. And Jacob said unto Simeon and Levi, Ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. That means you too. Well, what are you supposed to do? They dishonored our sister, and we went to fight for her honor. That's what men are supposed to do. What would you have had us do? We handled it the way we're supposed to handle it. And look at all the money we got. And wives and children. And livestock. And money. Did I mention money? But Jacob is thinking about it pragmatically. He thinks, well, now everybody's going to hate us because we killed all these men and took all these women and children, and they're all going to gather together and attack us. And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot? Should we have let him get away with it? And God said unto Jacob, Arise and go up to Bethel and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. I'll take care of it, says God. The boys did what they were supposed to do. So go to Bethel and live there for a while. It'll pass. Make you an altar there, the same kind you made the first time you did it when you were running from your brother. Make that same kind of altar there in Bethel. And, just hang out for a while. It'll blow over. Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, Put away these strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments, and let us arise and go up to Bethel. And I will make there an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And that is a good descriptor of God. He is with you. He will answer you when you are in distress. You may not like the answer, but you'll get an answer. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears, which as a symbol is symbolic for ownership, by the way. This is symbolically, this is Jacob making them all free by taking their earrings out. They weren't necessarily free before they got with Jacob. Now that they're with him, he removes all their earrings and all their gods and hid them under the oak, which was at Shechem. It's probably still there to this day, by the way. Interestingly enough, archaeologists have found large caches of earrings in Shechem. I don't know if they found the gods or not, but they found the earrings. That's there. That's modern archaeology finding something the Bible says was put in Shechem. They found it. And there's probably long since not been a tree there, but there was when he buried them. Anyway, and they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. See, I told you God was going to handle it. They were all terrified of the one true God, as they should be, and they knew not to mess with Jacob as he journeyed. So Jacob came to Luz, which is now called Bethel, by the way, because of the pillar that he erected there one night. Remember that? Which is in the land of Canaan. That is Bethel, he and all the people that are with him. And he built there an altar and called that place El Bethel, which means God in Bethel, because God is there. No, because there God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. Remember, he laid down and went to sleep and had a vision of God and the angels coming to and fro in heaven. That's what they call Jacob's ladder. That legend came from this event. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak. And the name of it was called Elon-Bakuth. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. Now remember, he's already changed his name to Israel the night they wrestled. He's just reminding Jacob of this now. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I have gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it. And to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And to this day so it is. And God went up from him in the place where he talked with him. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, even a pillar of stone. And he poured a drink offering thereon, and he poured oil thereon, which is his way of anointing the stone. This oil would be pure olive oil, the oil of the people. This is an act of obedience. There's no magic in the oil. It's God does the blessing, but it's the act of obedience because God told people to use the oil for anointing. So that if you ever anoint something with oil, that's what you're doing. You're obeying God. It has no magic. It won't do anything for you. It's God that does the blessing. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spake with him Bethel. This is kind of jumping back to the beginning of the story, but basically it's recapping all that has gone on. This is Bethel. This is the place where God spoke to Jacob. Bethel means the place where God speaks. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath. And Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou shalt have this son also. This is son number 12, completing the 12 tribes. And it came to pass as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni. That's it. Benoni. Benoni. But his father called him Benjamin. Now, these two names have different meanings. Benoni means with God and sorrow, and Benjamin means with God and joy. I believe that's what it means. I might be wrong about that. Check me out if you would. But it's something like that. And Rachel died and was buried in the way of Ephrath, which is in Bethlehem. Interestingly enough, Ephrath is also metal that elves make. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That's a Caucasian joke. You'll get it. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. Now, it's true that if you go there, if you find Bethel, you'll find a little chapel. And inside of that chapel, the chapel was built over the grave. You will find this erected stone, which is the pillar of Rachel, and it is there today. I'm sending pictures of Richard Nixon. Tricky Dick. Okay. And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar. And it came to pass, when Israel dwelt in the land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine. Uh-oh. You're sending me dick pics? Richard Nixon, I got you. I'm drunk. She's fat. It's on. My new country song. How you like it? And Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob are 12. The sons of Leah are Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar and Zebulun. Now the sons of Rachel are Joseph and Benjamin. And the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, are Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, are Gad and Asher. And these are the sons of Jacob, which were born unto him in Padanaram. Now, you must know that one of his little randy sons, Reuben, has slept with his father's wife. He has uncovered her nakedness. Not good. Did you actually send me a picture of Richard Nixon? Yeah, I think you did. I just received a dick pic. Can you see that? Wow. Thank you, sir. Blah, 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 blah. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father, unto Mamre, unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron. Same word, different language. When Abraham and Isaac sojourned, or where they sojourned. Now, Isaac is still alive, I presume. Very interesting that Jacob has returned home. And the days of Isaac were 180 years. That's 180 years, that man's old. And Isaac gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people, being old and full of days. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. So it's interesting that he stayed alive long enough for the boys to return home 20 some odd years later. Probably 30 years at this point, because they stayed in Canaan for a while. And now they've returned home to bury their father, who just passed away. So they got to see him before he died, which is beautiful. And he got to meet all his grandsons, all 12 of them. But let's get back to this thing. Now, these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Edom and Esau are the same word. Why they're two different words, I don't know, but I assume it has to do with language and location. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, the sister of Nebajoth. And I thought I was just about to say something about that because I remember Esau taking a wife from Ishmael, who is Isaac's brother, which is the opposite of what he was told to do, which was to go to his other brother and take a wife there. But Ishmael is the guy who eventually creates the Islam faith, and from him comes that, from his family comes that faith. So in a way, Esau is coloring outside of the lines a little by taking a wife from him. But he has other wives here, obviously, from the land of Canaan, which he was told not to take. But obviously, these women came from that occurrence where they killed all the men and took all the women. That's where his wives came from. So it's a little different than just going to Canaan, and because they're all now under Jacob's house. All considered related to Jacob now because they're his property. That's how it works. Little confusing, I know, but you just have to separate it the right way and you'll see it. And Adah bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Reuel, and Aholibamah bare Jush, and Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters, and all the persons of his house, and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance, which he had got in the land of Canaan when they, raided that city, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. So they separated. For their riches were more than they might dwell together. In other words, they had so much they couldn't keep it separate. So they had to split up so that he had his stuff and he had his stuff, but they didn't mingle. Because if they'd have stayed together, they wouldn't have been able to tell whose is what. If that makes any sense. And the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. They had too many cattle. So they had to separate. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Now, this is the third time this has said that, so apparently it wants you to know. Esau is Edom. Edom is roughly translated red. There you go. And he was redheaded, so maybe that's why they called him Edom. Who knows? And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Reuel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, and Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Reuel: Nahath, and Zerah, and Shammah, and Mizah. And these are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. Now these are the sons of Aholibamah. Aholibamah, sweet home Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau Jush, and Jalam, and Korah. These were dukes of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau: Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, and Duke Kenaz, Duke Kor, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adah. Why is this important? Because of Amalek. You'll remember him later. And these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son: Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shammah, and Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came of Reuel in the land of Edom, And these are the sons of Bashemoth, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Aholibamah, sweet home Alabama, Esau's wife. Duke Jush, Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. These were the dukes that came of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. I really like saying her name, Aholibamah. Place where you go to marry your sister, Aholibamah. And these are the sons of Esau. Who is Edom? Don't you forget that Esau is Edom. It's very important. Edom is Esau. And these are their dukes. Deek. Aholibamah. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land. Lotan and Shobal and Zibeon and Anna and Dishon and Ezer and Dishan, not to be confused with Dishon. This is Dishan. These are the dukes of the Horites and the children of Seir in the land of Edom. Now, I want you to note the difference in the way people are understood. Before, they were sons, and now they are dukes. That is to denote some sort of royalty happening here. So clearly Esau has become king of this area in some fashion, because his sons are known as dukes. So maybe he isn't a king, but he's some kind of higher up leader, because that's where a duke comes from, is a royal hierarchy. And that is a difference in the times, right? So before Esau, the times were different. They were just sons born. But now they have station. Now they have a title, duke. So that means something. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Heman. Heman. And Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shobal were these: Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. I'm just kidding. Alvin, Manahath, and Ebal, and Shepo, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna that is found the mules in the wilderness, as he fed the asses of Zibeon his father. Same Anna. Different story, same kid. And the children of Anna were these: Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna. Aholibamah. And these are the children of Dishon: Himdan and Ishban and Ithran and Cheran. And the children of Ezer are these: Bilhan and Zavan and Achan. And the children of Dishan are these, not to be confused with Dishon. This is Dishan: Uz and Aran. And these are the dukes that came of the Horites: Duke Lotan and Duke Shobal, Duke Zibeon and Duke Anna, Duke Dishon, Duke Ezer, and Duke Dishan. Dishon is not Dishan. Those are two different people. These are the dukes that came of Hori among their dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom. Before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. See, I told you they were setting up a royal hierarchy here. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom. The name of his city was Dinhaba. And Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah of Bozrah, reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Husham of the land of Temani reigned in his stead. And Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Avith. And Hadad died, and Shamlah of Mesrekah reigned in his stead. And Shamlah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. Recognize that name? And Saul died, and Balhanan, the son of Achbar, reigned in his stead. And Achbar knows that it's a trap. That's a trap. And Balhanan, the son of Achbar, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Paul. And his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. That's it. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau according to their families after their places by their names. Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jetheth. Jetheth. There's too many THs in that name. Jetheth. Jetheth was the man, he was from the south. Duke Ahalabama, Duke Ahalabama, Duke Elon, Duke Pinon, Duke Kenaz, and Duke Teman, and Duke Mibzar, and Duke Majdiel, Duke Iram. These be the dukes of Edom according to their habitations in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. Esau is Edom. I think Kevin's over there taking shots at me. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. And these are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him, and could not speak peaceably unto him. That's where we're going to stop today, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't want to get into a brand new story, and this is the coat of many colors. So we're going to take this seriously next Sunday. Chapter 37, verse 5 is where we're going to stop. I hope you enjoyed the read tonight. I hope it was very enlightening and taught you a little bit about bloodlines and families and kingship and that sort of thing. Above all, I hope it inspired you to dig deeper and to learn more about the Word of God, to reach out, to discover more of the secrets hidden within the pages of the Bible, and let me be your guide as you tarry in these facts. Won't you do me a favor while you're thinking about that and hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you get notifications of when my new videos drop and when I'm going to be online. Share this video with somebody you love. Better yet, share it with somebody you don't love. Bring them into the family. Make them part of the fold. Be part of their solutions, not part of their problems. Smash that like button. It's free. It's effortless. It's right in front of you, and it really does help the channel with the algorithms, and it helps us get recommended to other people, so won't you do that for me? Leave comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about. Question me, curse me, bless me, challenge me, confront me, conform with me, drink my Kool-Aid. Make your own Kool-Aid as long as you're thinking critically. That's what I want, critical thought coming from that brain of yours. And hey, if you love the Word of God and you can see the value in what I'm trying to build here, and you'd like to be part of this special thing that we're doing, or if you feel led to send your tithes, offerings, or love offerings, or if you'd like to just pat me on the back and say, hey, here's a cup of coffee. Nice job, Jake. You can do that. You can support my work by going to paypal.me/jakejohnsonband. Or if you're a CashApp user, you can go to $JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps. It's a win-win. It's a blessing for me, but it's a blessing for you too, because God notices these things. We do live in a reciprocal universe. You know, ask and you shall receive. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Give, and you shall be given. That's how it works. You have to act, and then the blessings come pouring in. Keep that in mind, and I will do everything in my power to be worthy of that as you go along. Now, let me take your questions and comments and answer them all. Why is the rum always gone? Because you always drink it till it's gone. Much love to all. I enjoyed then study, Jake. I love you all very much. Well, we love you too, April. You are the apple of my eye and the pounding in my heart. Know that. And I appreciate you. Lol. See? Let me scroll up and see if I missed anything worthy of missing. Ha ha ha. Hey, leave my cousin Richard Nixon alone. He was a good man. Yep, sure he was, Kev. Nixon is my cousin on my mother's side. He was a good man, very much like Jake, April's cousin. Not as good an example. Sorry. Okay, guys. This is Bible study. Let's filter, please. Much love. Yep, that's it. That's all I missed. Definitely not a crook. He was not a crook. Don't have any questions. Well, man, it must be nice to know everything. I wish I knew everything. I got lots of questions. Maybe I'll ask a few of them to you since you have all the answers, college boy. You're too funny, Sasquatch. I love you, and thanks for coming in, Bubby Watts. Yeah, always. I'm busy sending pics. Stop sending dick pics. Meaning Richard Nixon pics. I meant to say I can't think of any questions. I know what you meant. I told you I'm giving you a hard time today. It's okay. Yep. I have a Q&A for the very reason that I intended everybody to not ask any questions ever. I understand. I know how it is to be put on the spot. Also, pictures of a rooster. All right, now. You ought to throw a picture of a rooster chasing a ball. Or two balls. That way you could send cock and balls pictures. It's okay. You can use this time to just get to know everybody and share interesting quips and little details about each other. It's a rooster falling in a hole. Hey! Is it glorious? LOL, I just got it. Haha. Obviously. It's a glorious hole that the rooster's falling into. One might even call it a glory hole. Perfect place for a rooster to fall. Pretty good. I know it. I have moments. This is a Bible study, though, so clean it up. You're making me do bad things. You're a bad influence, Caucasian. He's like, yes, my life's objectives have been fulfilled. I don't know, just light shining out. Well, I've had a good time tonight. Looks, well, glorious. It's a glory hole. I like it. Are we getting together Wednesday and doing As the Stomach Turns again? Or whatever that show's called? That's been fun. You guys should join us for that. We've been watching Lord of the Rings, whatever that new show's called. Ring of Power, I think it's called. It's all good. This is where we're supposed to share our feelings and ask questions. That's right, darling. You're supposed to just let it all hang out. Like a rooster falling down a glorious hole. I will tell you one thing. Last night was good, but tonight was fun. And I enjoy that. I have a good time reading to you guys, and I hope you have as much fun receiving what I'm laying down and getting to know these stories, because they are important to understand on many levels. Not only are they good stories, but they're also indicative of the way life works, and those stories have wisdom in them. And if you pay attention to those stories, you can glean a lot of good life lessons from them. And that's a good way to live your life, is by example. And there's no better example than the stories within the pages of the Bible. And I hope that you're getting that. Loving it. Yes, I am. Well, thank you. Been getting lots of good compliments about this show, and you guys are part of that, so I appreciate you. All of you. Even you, Bubby Watts. And I want you to do good in your class there and get good at that video editing stuff, because you can make lots of money doing that. There are lots of new podcasts popping up all over the place, and that's just one avenue. I mean, you can go to work for a big ad firm or whatever, but one place you can definitely get a job is lots of people like me out there popping up that need somebody like you to do the technical things they can't do or don't have time to do. So it's a good place to be. You've seen Indiana Jones? Which one? Yes, Jake. The fish is a good touch for the stream. Haha. Thank you. The fish approves. Thanks, April. All of them. Have you seen 5? Bet you hadn't seen 5. If I were going to do a podcast, it'd be a sports podcast. Ooh, you could do all kinds of like energetic cuts and stuff and make it real exciting for the viewers. Yeah, you'd be good at that, I think. I only do a sports update. This is the level of my abilities. Check it out. That's it. That's as good as I get. What could you do with that? I'm down for a sports segment. Well, you'd have to be Kevin Cox for that. Or at least have a conversation with him. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know a thing about sports, obviously. It is. He's typing now. I don't have sports, folks. I don't either. I got one sports guy, and he knows all. And he tells me what to say. Because if it were left up to me, I'd be like, yeah, there's a couple of guys chasing the ball around the square. Back to you, Bob. Because that's what it looks like to me. A bunch of men chasing a circle around a square. We got ourselves a genuine, bona fide sports update from Kevin Cox. The Rays lost 2 straight and are out of the playoffs. Georgia is still winning and has no losses. This weekend they play Vandy. Go Dogs! Ruff. How was that? Back to you, Bob. I've been editing a reaction video for 4 days. It's pretty bad. Wow. Who is it? Or what is it, rather? That sounds interesting. I've had days like that. Back when I was editing the podcast, it'd take me 4 days to edit it and upload it. Working 8 hours a day. That's a lot of footage to go through. 2 hours. Takes about 8 hours to produce 2. Snark and Sass and I watching Enemy Mines. Really? That's a good movie. Let me know when you're done. I'd like to see it. Three hours for 20 minutes. I hear you, dog. You'll get the hang of it. It gets better. It gets faster as you get used to doing it. I like your intro a lot, Sasquatch. I think your streams are awesome. I concur. More sports update. The Bucks beat some loser team this weekend. The Dolphins lost and still their starting quarterback is out with concussion protocol. Really? Go Bucks. Go Fans. Or does that say Fawn? Fins. Go Fins. Quarterback's out with concussion protocol. I don't even know what that is. Thank you. It's time to update it. It's time to update your intro. I liked it. I saw it. Don't say nothing about my intro. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing you. I do need to shorten mine up, though. Fins to the left, fins to the right. It's the only game in town. That's a Jimmy Buffett song. Got to do the recent show? Yeah. I just need to do a new intro and make it shorter because now it's going out audio, and that's a very long intro for audio. Yo, what's up, Jake? Hand Jobs. Ha ha ha. It's a clever name. I like it. I love your intro. It's glorious, truly inspiring, darling. I'm here to say hi to Bob the Fish. Hi, Hand Jobs. I don't have hands. I'm a fish. Uh-oh, you done got yourself deleted. Well, that's how it goes. I understand. Thanks, love. He's on top of it. He knows what's up. I trust his judgment. I don't give wrenches to just any old body. They're there for a reason to bam somebody on the head with. if they get out of line. All right, boys and girls. He knows the acceptable name. Yep. Not very nice in a Bible study, I agree. Exactly right. Thumbs up. And nice guys are welcome. That's right. Is that nice guy? Same guy? And all the other little names I saw? Anyway, are we getting together Wednesday, Sasquatch? Wednesday after the podcast? To finish out that show? Can't think of the name of it. Sure. Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. April, you should join us, you and Kev. It gets quite intense. It's like watching TikTok and fast forward. 2 episodes left. I think we're on 4, right? 4 or 5. I think 4. It's private. You can send a link, though, can't you? Or you just want it just to be me and you. Either way. I'll roll however you go. Okay, then. I'll be around. I'll see what I can do. It's an exclusive club, but I might be able to get you in. Meaning I won't record it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just us. Behind the scenes kind of thing. But it's nice. It's fun to do anyway. And like I said before, it's good to fellowship. So I enjoy that. All are welcome, including April. Especially April. And Kevin. All right, we've reached the top of the hour, boys and girls. Won't you do me a favor when you go out into the world tomorrow? Find somebody and be nice. Just be nice. That's all you got to do. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if it costs anything. I don't care what it takes. Just be nice. Open a door for somebody. Buy a bum a sandwich. Pick up some trash off the side of the road. Whatever it is. Just do something out of your way to be nice to somebody. And watch it change your life from the inside out. I promise you it will. And you know what will happen? Everybody around you will take notice. Some might even mention it and say, hey, you're shining. What's up? What are you doing different? You on a diet? Are you losing weight? What's going on with you? Prove to people that God's words are true with every action you take, and I promise you it will bring blessings into your life. Just remember me when those blessings start rolling in. That's all I'm asking. And with that, we will conclude tonight's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. I hope you felt as touched by these stories as I was, and I hope you received as much from it as I did. I'm going to go back and watch it again because I have no idea what went on. As always, I will see you on Wednesday at 8:30 sharp, and we will get some hanging out done. And it's a different kind of show where we just chill and enjoy each other's company Wednesday and Friday. And then we get serious on Sunday and Monday. And then back to having fun again on Wednesday and Friday. See, it's a vicious cycle, but it's a good vicious cycle. It's like the spin cycle on a washing machine. An old one with the kind with the rollers that you get your fingers caught in. Yeah, that kind. Above all, it's entertaining, folks. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is having more fun than we are on a Wednesday night. I can promise you that. The internet is rife with people missing out on the real party. Wherever we are. Have a great night. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope all your dreams come true. May God's blessings be abundant in your lives. And may you get everything you want and all the little cornbread that you can eat. Have a great night. I love you true with all my heart. God bless you. Thank you for watching.